Behold, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:19. Throughout the ages, hope in God's future has guided God's people. The prophets called people to live in expectation of something new coming. As Christians, the season of Advent reminds us to look for the new thing God is doing and for God's future to be revealed. As we live in hopeful anticipation, we pay attention to those around us, to those who are hurting, hungry, and lost. We look for ways that we can be the hands and feet of Christ to everyone we meet. God is also calling Highland to new things. We are imagining new ways to serve our city, to address food insecurity, and to share the good news of Jesus in our community. Feeding hungry children and families is a priority in our Restore Abilene vision. One way Highland cares for these families is by participating in the free summer meals program. Throughout each summer, the Abilene Independent School District provides free meals for children until the last 3 weeks before school begins. The Abilene Hunger Coalition, led by Highland Minister Becky Almanza, bridges the 3-week gap by providing free lunches at locations all over Abilene. This year, the coalition served almost 10,000 meals, meeting the needs of struggling families during disruptions brought on by COVID. Another way we were able to serve our neighbors during the pandemic was through the work of the Food Pantry on Walnut. We created curbside service, adapting the way we distributed food so that our clients and volunteers could be as safe as possible. The Grace Garden provided lots of fresh produce, and Abilene restaurants partnered with us by sharing food and meals to give away. When we launched our restoration vision 10 years ago, we dreamed about ending homelessness in Abilene. We purchased the abandoned St. Anne Hospital and created a partnership with City Square Dallas because of their many years of experience serving the homeless. After a series of setbacks beyond our control, including a fire, we are stepping away from the St. Anne project. Someday, it may still become a reality, and we will be excited to partner with City Square on that day. The good news is that our investment in St. Anne is coming back to us, and we are dreaming of new ways to restore Abilene. One way is to look for creative solutions to help hungry neighbors have access to healthy food. Creating a mobile food pantry is one of those solutions. Lack of transportation is a major barrier in some neighborhoods in Abilene and Taylor County. Becky Almanza and her team are working with other community agencies on plans to acquire refrigerated trucks that can take healthy food to neighborhoods.
It's heartbreaking to know that there are children in our city who go to bed hungry at night. I'm privileged to work with amazing volunteers and community partners through the work of the Food Pantry on Walnut and the Abilene Hunger Coalition. Every day, we seek to serve and empower others by providing access to nutritious food. Every time we help neighbors with groceries, we believe we are joining God's work of restoration in Abilene. We've been dreaming about new ways to serve our community, and we're excited about the possibility of creating a mobile market that will reach neighborhoods in Abilene that have been typically underserved. Providing access to healthy food is a big part of our mission, and lack of transportation is one of the biggest barriers. So taking food into the neighborhoods with a food truck is one way to ensure that children and families have access to healthy food. It will help us provide better service in our free summer meals program, especially in the areas around Mann Middle School, Ortiz Elementary School, and Taylor Elementary School. We visited other cities to see how mobile pantries impacted their community, and we believe it's the next right step for us to take in Abilene. As we embrace the hope found in God's future, we know that other doors may open and change the way we help feed the hungry people. Every week, I get to know our neighbors a little better as they come to the pantry. It's an honor to work with our volunteers in creating a welcoming, hospitable shopping experience. We invite you to dream about the future with us and how we might continue to join God at work.
God is moving, working. As God's people, our job is to pay attention and do the next thing God calls us to do. So we watch and listen, anticipating how we can join God. Behold, God is always doing a new thing. Hope abounds.